Morning, Ken and Bobby here with our 2006 Dodge Sprinter van. It's a 3500, 144-inch wheelbase, which is great. It has an awesome turning radius, and we can park it in any type of parking space we want with other vehicles. We finally finished the build out of the inside, so we thought we'd take a video at this time, and we'd like to thank Marilyn and Will for providing us a very generous Christmas present that allowed us to put this side window in, as well as another window around the passenger side that we'll take a look at in just a moment. You'll see the other new passenger window that is just phenomenal. It's huge, it lets a lot of light in, and those windows are about $500 each to have them installed, so it's a great addition to finish out our van. All right, now we'll start on the inside. This is a closet. It's removable because we still want to be able to have cargo capacity. So if we ever need to load things in, we can do it on the mattress platform. You have our jackets in here, and then in here is another storage closet where we have totes. This is the bump for the boat, etc. And there's also this little storage area too. All right, on to the inside. As you see, the first thing you see is the kitchen, and the eye catcher is the sink that we got in New Mexico down by Las Cruces. We thought we just had to have that. This van was already partially built out by the prior owner. He was a master boat builder and also built wooden carousels. Really interesting man. So he'd already had this insulated, put all this wood trim around it. He put the cork in. So all we had to do was replace some of the work to kind of customize it to our own likes. Here, we'll start with the stove. This stove is just a regular camp stove, but we designed it so you can disconnect and then just take it out and put it if you want to cook outside. We wanted to have that flexibility and that option available. This is just a little power water pump, and we'll look down underneath. It is fed by 3 6-gallon jugs that can be turned on and off individually with different valves. We hold those in place with a seat belt, which actually keeps things very tight and no rattles. And then we have these drawers that pull all the way out for all our pots and pans. And we went with this locking option. A friend of ours did this on his van, and it keeps the drawers from sliding out when you're driving. This bottom one, we have a heater hooked up to it, and our propane tank is bolted into a harness in the very back. This drawer can slide out if we need to replace the tank. Bill, onto the sunroof, Bill had already put this bubble top in, which is wonderful for me. So now I can actually stand up full height. We have these we bought, and they have turned out incredible great storage for our bedding, as well as some other games. They can collapse up, but we just love them. Great addition. They were the final purchase for our van. We have now our dining room set. This little cubby here is for our morning coffee and tea. And we put this right here also because once the mattress is down, you can still access this if somebody is still sleeping. So this is our dining room. Worked out really well. So this build out is full of storage. These are removable. So there's the back side of that back. These just slide in. There's storage under here. We have storage under each of these. And again, everything is removable. And this is held on by Velcro, so it's nice and tight. No rattles, which really works. This table, pardon me, we'll take this. So we flip this up. This is just a bamboo table that Bobbi bought. I think she bought it at a used furniture store. This hooks onto here, and then we have a little pole that goes into the floor there for dining, or for when we have our mattress up. 3/4 inch copper pipe, and it just goes in the hole there, and it goes under. And then at night we just put this underneath here. Or if you're at the dining room table, that cushion can go behind the driver's seat. All right, we also put in 2 clothing drawers, 1 each. And then under here is our battery, a separate battery that powers all the lights. So we're not running off of our engine battery. And it's also hooked up to a solar panel, and here's the solar controller right here. So we have a panel that we can throw up on the roof and it recharges this battery. Oh, while I'm down here, we chose not to go with a refrigerator because we just don't have that much need, and they take up a lot of space. So this came with a Yeti cooler, and the Yeti works very well for our needs. We just keep it anchored in with this simple little screw, and it stays at the perfect location. All right, we didn't want it to be huge, heavy operation, but we also wanted to have a mattress base that could be used as cargo, so the van would still have some utilitarian value. So this is what we came up with. We unlatch it here. We wanted to keep it as simple as possible, not a lot of heavy buckles, but as it turns out, vehicles bounce a lot, so we need to put in a few more than we had originally hoped. But first thing you do is drop this down, and then this comes over and it lays on there. Then you do the same thing to the front. And that lays down. Okay, so now you see this is our mattress platform, and when we pull the closet out, you pretty much have an inside pickup bed. So we've hauled a lot of boxes in here, and it really works well. But for sleeping, then you just drop this strap and you drop the mattress down. Now this is a great mattress. It did cost about $1,000 to have it made at a custom van builder here in Vancouver, Washington. It zips apart, but it's very comfortable. Bobbi sleeps on this side and I sleep on this side. And as you can see, Bobbi gets to wake up to a beautiful view through that passenger window. Okay, one last thing. We have, Bill had already built this whole section here on the left. And in here he had his water tank, his fresh water tank, and a valve. But we have now turned it into a pantry. It goes about 2 feet back, and it's quite handy. It's lined with tin, so we don't have to worry about, if something leaks, it's easy to wipe out. Now we took that fresh water tank that Bill had, and we put it behind these freshwater tanks, and have turned it into a 5-gallon gray water tank. Again, we wanted to keep it simple, and we're really enjoying our new van. Thank you all for watching.